console wars. We speak of them now like they were long ago, like the World Wars, the Napoleonic Wars, or the good Star Wars. And it has been some time since Sony, Microsoft or Nintendo took open shots at each other. The last 7 years or so have been an era of relative peace. Nintendo carved out its own niche with the Wii, and then comfortably won any and all fights almost immediately.
Now you say you want a revolution. We've got one.
Microsoft claimed the US with the Xbox 360, Sony stood strong in Asia with the PlayStation 3, and they both sort of called a runners-up truce in Europe. But now it's all to play for. When Microsoft announced that their new console, the Xbox One, would not freely support used or borrowed games, and that it would need to check in once a day online to function at all, the reaction was not good. Fans were loud, and fans were angry. Loud enough and angry enough, in fact, to change the situation. Within a month, Xbox president Don Matrick was gone. Used games were okay, and almost every other unpopular Xbox One policy was scrapped. It was a great victory for the consumer. However, popular opinion still remains on the other side. That's because Sony, in a rare move of both cleverness and tact, welcomed disillusioned gamers with open arms. Their confirmation that the PlayStation 4 will support used games and not need a constant internet connection sparked the loudest and most positive reaction of the day at their E3 press conference. They followed up with a cheeky instructional video of how you lend games to your friends on PS4. And although it's all moot now, how far are we really from the days of Genesis does what Nintendo don't? How long will it take before we all have to take sides?
This is how you share your games on PS4.
Thanks.
You see, a war is coming, but it's no mere console war. The first two E's of E3 stand for electronic entertainment, and that's the new battleground. Like it or not, our media are converging. Films, TV, books, music, games, they're all coming together into one digital online space. Microsoft and the Xbox One aren't just concerned with the moves made by Nintendo and Sony, they're looking at Google and Apple too, and those companies in turn are staring right back at them. All the players in big media are hoping that this ultimate convergence will happen on their platform. While the Xbox One is poorly suited to operate in a global games market, Microsoft are thinking ahead and considering the wider issues of how we consume all media now and in the future. Let's not forget, the Xbox 360 first launched the same year as YouTube. The world of media has changed so much since then, and it's still changing. The 360 was successful because it changed and adapted to the environment around it, and that's exactly what Microsoft looked to do again with the Xbox One, with its well-integrated video and online functionality. However, the future the Xbox One is designed for may never come. The global recession continues, meaning consumers are less eager to spend bags of hard-earned cash on superfluous new media hardware. Just ask Blu-ray. Better yet, just ask the Wii U. We're very impressed with what we've seen of next-gen gaming so far. The graphics are incredible for a start. But as Nintendo said back at E3 in 2006, it's not always about what's next. It's about what's absolutely new. It's about, more than anything, the experience. That is the line in the sand now. In 2013, a new console war begins. A war of electronic entertainment.